So the first question I have is, what drew you to the course in the first place?
So I had been through a divorce 3 years ago, and I was married for 22 years. And I was finding that I was drawing in men who, I thought maybe were trying to help me and protect me and rescue me, but really they were needing to be rescued. And then it would just kind of become this mess.
Not really understanding why certain things haven't happened to me in certain ways and feeling a sense of disillusionment in certain areas, I'd say, really. I'm feeling a bit stuck.
I was interested in learning about attachment styles and working on improving my relationship, both with my partner and people at work.
And what would you say are 2 to 3 things that you gained from the course?
Well, first and foremost, I finally understood why I was attracting partners. That was huge, just to understand the difference. And then to notice, oh, here's the theme with the partners I attract.
I was raised in a difficult household, and I had always been a people pleaser.
And it's not a simple case of if you're nice to people, you get what you deserve. Sometimes the negative thoughts that we have, the things we focus on are things that we tend to attract in different ways, even if it's not always in the exact way that we've previously come across it, if that makes sense.
Then I now have a place to start looking at boundaries. I didn't even know what my boundaries were.
Exercises, the meditation ones, especially the heart chakra one, and some of those, the scribble drawings, bilateral scribble drawings, that from things that are sort of like address things more at an energetic level.
But this art was more about getting whatever you felt out on whatever medium you're using with your art supplies. It's a work in progress of not putting the pressure on myself that don't even start something if it's not going to be perfect.
I love the focus wheels. And I think I was always asking you, can you give me an example? Can you give me an example? Which of course gives so many examples and really dives into it. Because, obviously when you're going through pain and trauma and heartache and all that stuff, the mindset's everything.
I really like the psychology part of the courses. The part about the id, the ego, all about your conscious and unconscious.
It made me realise how mindset, probably from childhood actually, things are holding you back. That's what stopped me from doing it.
And I think it's helped me to think about things a little bit differently. Is this all my fault? Is it 100% on me to change or make the situation better?
And to have that like reframe and a new way to think about a situation, you could just feel the energy shift, and that gives you that momentum to keep going.
Got me almost into a flow state. Things just came to me that I probably wouldn't have thought about in that same way previously.
Would you recommend the course? And if so, do you have any advice for someone considering participating?
Buckle up.
Yes, I would recommend it. I think if you're anything like me, where you're sort of like you're quite broad-minded and interested in different things, particularly understanding things more from an energetic and vibration perspective, because sometimes in reality you can have good insight and education and knowledge of things, but not necessarily feel as though you feel any different or anything's different for you.
Yes, I would absolutely recommend it. I mean, honestly, I will admit to being a course junkie, and I have taken so many over the past 20 years, really. This one, I feel like brings together all of the things. If you're going to do this, go all in. You won't be able to do it overnight. Take your time, pace the way you need to pace, even if you feel like you need to be going faster. I just dive in and be ready to be all in and give it your all. So it will be worth it.